Movie theater chain AMC reaching a new debt restructuring deal. The agreement will extend the maturity of potentially $2.5 billion worth of AMC's debt and reduce its overall debt load by more than $460 million. Joining us now, AMC CEO Aron. And I know you're out of the country. You're in Turkey, Adam, and we haven't seen you, I don't think, in a while. You haven't been on CNBC or Squawk Box in over a year, I don't think. This was something you really wanted to talk about today.
Well, I saved this moment for the biggest news that AMC has made in years. I just can't even tell you how important it is that we extended our debt maturities from 2026 to 2029. It gives us years and years of breathing room. And it's coming at a time when the box office finally, after 4 tough, turbulent years, the box office is finally roaring back strong. It started in early June with Inside Out 2. Despicable Me 4 was a big hit. Twisters opened big this weekend. Deadpool and Wolverine, which opens this week, might be the highest grossing R-rated film in history. And as we look ahead, we've got so many big movies coming this fall and in 25 and in 2026. So the fact that our first lien lenders and our second lien lenders have agreed to give us another 4.5 years or more to pay back our debt or to refinance it further down the road, this is an enormous step of progress, an enormous vote of confidence in AMC's future.
Part of the deal would be, I guess, to retire some of the debt through equity, and the stock initially went up on it. So that other times in the past where you've had to do that, Adam, the stock has gone down. So there was a real concern in the marketplace about the viability long term of AMC, you would say, with debt maturities that were in 25 or 26. So this takes that off the table. You're going to be around and be there for the recovery in the motion picture industry after the strike.
Joe, you just said it perfectly. The press has been filled the last several months with anxiety that AMC might not be able to fund the $2.6 billion that was owed in April of 2026. And there was lots of loose talk about, in the press, not by us, about the risk of bankruptcy. I mean, I've been quoted over and over again saying I thought that was inconceivable and that we would be taking steps to assure AMC's future. And that's what we did yesterday. I would remind everybody, January of 2029 and April of 2030, our next very large maturity dates, are years and years away from now. And as I said, it's coming a time when the box office is finally roaring back. Our profitability will rise if, as, and when the box office rises. This is all just such a good news story for my company and for our shareholders.
What did you have to give up to get the debt restructured? Did you put some of the physical properties in? I don't know. Is there a lien on those, Adam? How did you get the lenders to agree?
Well, I think one of the ways we got them to agree was to show them how well we've been running the company since COVID hit in March of 2020. You know, our company raised over $3 billion of equity underneath the debt in the capital structure to buttress and strengthen the company without asking our lenders for any concessions at all. And they rewarded us for that. There's a whole series of collateral changes between one debt instrument and another. Some interest rates went up, some interest rates went down because we took some of our second lien debt and turned it into a convertible debt issuance instead. The deal is very complicated, and I would encourage any investor who wants to know more to go to our SEC filings where it's laid out in excruciating detail. But, you know, the reality is we didn't give up much of anything. We just convinced our lenders that this company has been run well. This company has the support of consumers. The box office is finally growing again, and we should be there to take advantage of that. They agreed with us, and we have all the time in the world to get there now.
You going to produce any more movies? I mean, is that a new model? And how did that, the Eras Tour, the most successful concert film ever, did that give you a little bit of a bridge in terms of incremental revenue?
Yes, yes, and yes, Joe Kernan. And I'm going to share something with your audience that they may not know. Yes, the Taylor Swift The Eras Tour is the most highest grossing concert film in history. It's the highest grossing documentary in history. Guess who AMC owes Taylor Swift The Eras Tour movie to? Obviously to Taylor Swift, but also to Joe Kernan. Because I got a call from you saying, you really ought to turn the Eras Tour concert into a movie, and I can introduce you to Taylor and her camp. And I took you up on that invitation. So I give you full credit. And not only did we produce the Taylor Swift Eras Tour movie, which was the first movie that AMC has ever distributed in over a century, but right behind that was a Beyonce movie. Beyond that, we did a listening event for Billie Eilish's album release in May. We have more concert film announcements coming, some in the very near future. And we're very excited. This is a new line of business for AMC. And I guess we owe it all to you for the idea, but especially to Taylor and Beyonce and Billie and the world-class artists who are going to be next in line.